Welcome to this video tutorial on xlminer, the data mining add-in for Microsoft Excel. In this tutorial, we will learn how to use the k-nearest neighbors method and the regression tree method to create prediction models. Let us neighbor prediction. The training dataset is used to predict the value of a variable of interest for each member of a target dataset. The structure of the data is that there is a variable of interest as an amount purchased, for example, and a number of additional predictive variables as an age, income, location, etc. Let us look how to create the mining model using the k-nearest neighbor algorithm. To create this mining model, we will use the Boston housing sample data provided along with the xlminer add-in. We first partition the data so that we can create a training dataset and a validation dataset in order to create the mining model. Select the training dataset and then select the k-nearest neighbors prediction method. You can see that we can use the only 200 rows as this is a demo edition. Click on OK. We select the input variables as well as the output variable and click on Next. Here we select the normalized input data. Normalizing the data is important to ensure that the distance measure accords equal weight to each variable. Without normalization, the variable with the largest scale will dominate the measure. Let us also select the number of nearest neighbors. The number of nearest neighbors should be selected between 1 and the maximum number of different values available in the input data. It is either in units or tens. The scoring option allows us to select either we want the score to be specified value of k as above or the score on the best k between 1 and the specified value. Let us select the second option and then select the options that need to be shown in the output. We also select the lift charts so as to get a graphical view of the data. Click on finish and see that the xlminer is creating the mining model. We can see that the output is generated with the output navigator that allows us to navigate to the various sheets of output. You can see a summary of the inputs that we have provided and the validation error log for different k. Since the data given to the model is only 200 rows, it may be insufficient for the model to create a perfect mining model. Here you can see that the best k is selected as 1. You can also see a training score summary or the detailed result which shows us the predicted value, the actual value, and the difference between the predicted and the actual value. We can also take a look at the lift chart that is drawn using the data. This is how we create a mining model using the k nearest neighbors prediction. Let us now look at how to create a mining model using the regression tree prediction technique. The regression tree. In this technique, we assume the existence of a single output variable and one or more input variables. The output variable is numerical. The general regression tree building methodology allows input variables to be a mixture of continuous and categorical values. A decision tree is generated where each decision node in the tree contains a test on some input variable's value. The regression tree may be considered as a variant of decision trees designed to approximate real-valued functions instead of being used for classification tasks. Let us now look at how to create a regression tree prediction model using xlminer. As previous, we will use the Boston housing example with a partitioned dataset. Let us select the training dataset and then select prediction and regression tree option. Here you have to select the input variables and the output variable and then click on finish. Next, once this first step is complete, another dialog box is opened. We click on normalize input data and set the number of splits for input variables as 100 and the minimum number of records in a terminal node to be 5. The The maximum number of splits is the number of splits you can allow for input variables. The minimum number of records in a terminal node specifies that the tree will proceed until all the terminal nodes reach this size. You can also use a scoring option. You can select which tree should be used for scoring. The option maximum number of decision tree in the prune tree becomes active when you select use a specified tree. So we click on use best prune tree and then click on next. Here we have to select the maximum number of levels to be displayed. Let us select it to be 7 and then select the options we want to view in the output. Click on finish. Now we can see that the mining model is being created. We can see that the output has been displayed with the output navigator, which allows us to navigate to the different output charts. Here a brief information about the inputs that we have provided. Here you can see that the full tree rules that has been created using the training data set. These rules are the values that have been used to create the nodes. You can see that at level 0 the split value is 9.54, and then there are 197 cases in that fall in this value, out of which one is a left child and the second is a right child. We can also see what kind of a node is at that level, as in a decision node or a terminal node. This gives us the data that has been used to create the tree. You can view the full tree that displays the entire view of the tree that has been created with all the splits, or we can view the prune tree that has been created using the best options. On placing the cursor on the circle or the node, we can see that the rule has been displayed. It says go left if lstat is less than or equal to 9.54 and to the right if it is greater than 9.54. This is how the, the tool creates the tree. We can also view the training lift charts that displays graphically the data used for the sampling, and the validation lift charts. We can also view the rules that have been used to create the best prune tree and a summary of the training data scoring, which shows the total sum of the squared errors, the root mean square error and the average error. This is how we can create a mining model using the regression tree prediction algorithm. This concludes a video tutorial on xlminer prediction. For more presentations tutorial videos on data mining, please visit dataminingtools.net. Thank you.